Happy Sunday. So me and my little mini-me are walking to the mailbox. I needed to stretch my legs this morning, well this afternoon should I say. And while the sun is not piercing on us, because it's supposed to rain like all week, it's a little windy out, sun's out, but it's a little breeze coming, so we're gonna walk on to this mailbox, see what's going on. Hold on. When I say it's a walk, it's a walk. It's a walk, y'all. But I need to step in this morning, so what other way to do it than walk to the mailbox, right? Look, y'all, on the way to the mailbox. I found some berries.
Can I eat one? Because they ready.
I don't know, so we're not going to do that. But I found some, y'all. Can we eat them?
Yes. Mama, look at that one.
Oh, my God.
Those are
Listen,
ready.
honey, we don't just be eating shit, baby. But they look like raspberries or blueberries. No, raspberries.
That is hot.
I never knew we had those out here, but let me know, were they raspberries? Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah. Listen, y'all, I do not go on this side of the land, okay? We need to clear this side out. We used to walk through it, but those look a little... Yeah, it is. Look at that. Okay. I also want somebody to tell me what kind of plants it was a little bit further back. My grandma is asking me about some catnip, a plant, and I'm like, Grandma, I don't really know what that is. Now she did say, it's by your pump. Mama, this ain't the 50s. We don't have a pump. I mean, we have a well, but it runs off electric. She's like, no, you know the ones you used to pump. No, Ma, we don't do that. But that was not by my pump. But when I walk back, I'm going to show you guys those plants. And I want to know if they're catnip leaves is what she's asking for. She's in Florida, so, you know, when you're up in the country, our Florida family will always ask for some things that we don't have in Florida. And I understand that sounds like a bird, Jay. My daughter was ready to take off. But I'm going to go back to that plant and then I'm going to try to find out what kind of plant that is because it looks like it when I look it up, but I'm not sure. So maybe somebody can tell me what kind of plant it is. But we almost to the mailbox. We are approaching Grandma's house.
And more berries.
And more berries. Yeah, I saw those berries. Never knew they was out here like that. Some stuff you just be buying and you don't even have to buy. You never thought about that. So I really need to find out when berry season is. All right, y'all, we getting to this mailbox. I did put a plant identifier on my phone, and it looks like that plant is very similar to a grapevine. Now, I will say the land that we're on used to be farmland, so that also explains the berries that we found. I just wasn't thinking, y'all. But here go these birds. Well, the eggs. You can push it. Push if you can. Okay. Don't touch the eggs now, because somebody did tell me don't disturb them, because the mama abandoned them.
How you know the mama abandoned?
That's what they say. Now I don't see that one with the crack. Where the crack went? You see?
Mama.
What?
That one probably done hatched.
No, it was 5 of them. It was always 5, wasn't it?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still.
I don't see nothing, y'all. I don't even see the crack.
It was probably 6.
I'm gonna have to go back to my videos, no, because I don't see the crack unless maybe, you know, I don't know. But I stick down. Up, get the mail. Yeah, then I walk away like here. My sticker's peeling. And I got some new ones.
Can I peel them off?
No. I have some new ones, but I forgot to bring them. Now, when I do drive out to go to the grocery stores today, I'll bring them. But this would. All right, you guys. So a few months back, we had a tornado came through, and I don't know if y'all can kind of see. My house is way back there, right? The trampoline was behind my house. Y'all look what the trampoline at.
And she said she
now you tell me.
Gonna buy me a playground.
She keeps talking. I say what?
You go.
What did I say?
You go buy me a playground.
All right. Who?
A playground.
A playground. So y'all like the video, comment, and share, right? So we can get her a playground one day. Anywho, y'all look at the trampoline. And I was like, I told my man, I was like, we're gonna have to come out here and get this. And I mean, my Lord, I didn't realize how bunched up in this damn thing this trampoline was. But
you can't get that.
It is light, but you definitely would need to put on some boots and come on out here. But yeah, that's where my trampoline at. Come on, baby, get from over there. From way back there in my backyard. I'm gonna find that plant that I'm talking about, and maybe somebody can tell me, oops, excuse me, what it is. Now, hopefully, I can find it again. So, girl, you let your dad tell you can eat some. She gonna wait for her daddy to come so he could tell her she can eat some of these berries. Fuck what I say.
I mean,
She gonna let her daddy tell her. Okay? You make sure he eat one first.
so what if it's poisonous? You gonna let him?
And then he gonna eat it first. He gonna know it's poisonous, and then you won't eat it.
Okay,
Right? That's right, right, y'all?
I'm gonna let you eat it first.
No, I'll see Mama know better. Hold on. So here is what I'm talking about. I will wash my hands when I get in, just in case. I don't know. What type of plant is that? I probably can take a picture, right? And it probably will tell me. But this is what I'm talking about. Grandma's looking for catnip. That looks like those pictures when I Googled it. What is that? So I did just quickly download a plant identifier on my phone. Now, I'm guessing I'm going to have to take the plant in the house because it's not focusing for some reason. So my daughter said, Mama, why don't you just take one and go in the house? Because I tried it like 3 times standing there. I'm like, girl, you're so smart. That's why I keep her around, y'all. She's so smart and intelligent. Look, y'all, and I meant to say something too. I'm not the one to give all my personal business when it comes to social media, but I did want to talk about this car for a minute. Now, this car here I had gotten when my son was 5. He is now 17 and, you know, in need of a vehicle. So I am very honored to be able to have this vehicle and be able to pass it down to my son. That's my new baby. And I'm very happy to be able to pass this down to him. Now, the motor had blown, it was blown or whatever, so we did have to get the motor fixed. So we did that, and I'm very happy to be able to pass this down to him. Now, the motor had blown, it was blown or whatever, so we did have to get the motor fixed. So we did that. It recently needed some, what did my man put on here? Some struts he just put on here. Thanks to his dad did get the motor replaced in the car. His bonus dad, his stepdad, did the struts on the car and all the minor things that the car is needing. He is able to do that. Now, we are going to get tires. We're just doing things in steps. So the car is, I mean, other than a little waxing and a little painting, y'all, I kept my car together. Again, it's a 2008, but baby, we slide. It needs some fixing, a couple little things, nothing major. We gotta take stuff like this off, you know, clean it out. We haven't done anything other than got the motor repaired. My man just put the struts on, the front struts. He's gonna do the back. But the car as a whole, we haven't washed it. It's kind of been sitting over to the side. The car as a whole, y'all, ain't no body damages. It needs some tires. That's about it. Charge up the AC. Of course, he's gonna change the oil and all those good things. That tire is really bad and rotted out, but he just put the struts on. I'm gonna get tires in a few weeks, and get the car cleaned out. But I'm gonna say, man, to be able to have paid off a vehicle and still have it, I mean, that's a blessing. That's a blessing, especially when it comes to the Black community, because we don't typically, you know, get a lot of things that our parents pass down. It's not that they didn't want to give us things. It's just life be life and shit be hard. You feel me? But I was able to keep this vehicle. Again, I've had this vehicle since he was 5. He's 17. And the car is still in great shape. The motor is fixed. It can crank up. It's ready to go. I mean, I don't, like, again, I don't typically sit and try to talk about all the accomplishments, but when you sit back in life sometimes, you have to realize how far you've come. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember a time when I had a little blue Toyota Corolla with my kid, my son, and that thing was breaking down on every corner, right? It had caliper problems, brake problems. My grandma kept trying to buy new calipers, new brakes. It kept sticking. I remember going through all that, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a job. Because at that time, after I had my son, I wasn't working. So it was a period of time when I wasn't working. I had a couple different vehicles, but I'm trying to get my timeline together because when I'm talking about that blue car, my mom had died. My mom died in 2011. So that's when shit really went left, right? So when she died in 2011, I no longer was working at the school board driving school buses. I was no longer doing that. I was home. I didn't have a job, no income, fucked up, right? So finally I was like, you know what, Keisha, you got to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? So I got on, at that time it was Craigslist. I was like, you need a job, bitch, you need a job. I kept applying, and that's when I landed my front office position at the urologist office. And I was started there in January. By March, tax time, I went to that dealership. I told the man, listen, I ain't got no co-signer. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I said, I got $4,000 and I need a car. I won't lie to nobody, but that's what I did. No matter what people say, don't put that much money down on a car, baby. Listen, we ain't got no A1 credit. But I did it. I got it. I kept it. I stayed on that job 8 years until we moved here to Georgia. Within leaving there, I also got my minivan. People used to laugh, "Ooh, girl, y'all in the minivan, baby." We was taking trips. We was in Orlando every other month. That I don't give a damn what you say. That was our spot, right? And it still is today. We love us Orlando, y'all. Don't care. What? Baby, we going to Orlando. Anywho, I got a minivan. Guess what? Paid off. I am very happy and blessed to be where I am today. So I did get the minivan. We went ahead and paid that off. Thankful. I am thankful because I remember the times when you were trying to figure out, damn, how I'm gonna get to work tomorrow. Damn, my car in the shop, what I'm gonna do? And today I have options. Now, me being the person that I am, this Jag ain't even the end of it for me. Because, one, I love cars. That's one of my issues, one of my problems. I love cars, y'all. I mean, it ain't gotta go fast and all that. I just like cars, right? So, I do have my baby here. And I love her, she's beautiful. I'm just saying all of that to say, again, I don't tell like all my personal business. I don't try to get on here and be like, oh yeah, we got this, I got that. Because baby, at the end of the day, we all still struggling in some form of fashion, okay? Don't get it twisted. I am, okay? I just make this shit look like this, right? But life be life and no one's perfect. And remember to keep pushing. I don't know why I'm saying this today, but just continue to keep pushing and striving for better, because you'll get better if you want better, but you gotta want better to get better. Ain't nothing gonna get better if you don't want better. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's just gonna fall out the sky and be like, ooh, bloop, that's for you. No, it ain't. So if you're not grinding or out there doing something to make things better for your life, then that's what you're gonna have. Nothing, okay? So, again, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. And you are blessed too. So, continue to grind hard. Tomorrow is Monday. Get off your ass and make something happen. I don't know what y'all say. Get off your ass and make something happen. Ain't shit gonna shake if you ain't shaking. But until our next time, we're gonna check on our eggs. We'll do that tomorrow. Big girl gotta go cook because my kid's hungry. What you cooking today?